Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into the guide from MUSE Integrative Care to really understand their approach to what they call whole person wellness. Let's jump in and see how they're tackling what feels like a very modern problem when it comes to our health.
So right off the bat, the guide zeroes in on a feeling that I think a lot of us can probably relate to. This sense of being completely overwhelmed by modern healthcare. And here's the big question they pose to all of us. Does it ever just feel like too much? You're juggling different appointments, you're getting conflicting advice, you're trying to manage your physical health and your mental health, and it all just feels so disconnected. They're really tapping into that common feeling of being pulled in a million different directions.
So, what's the answer to that scattered, fragmented feeling? Well, this is where the guide introduces a core philosophy, an idea designed to bring all those separate pieces of your health back together.
And boom, there it is. This is their mission statement, really. Complete care for the complete you. The whole idea is to shift away from just treating isolated symptoms and instead zoom out and look at the entire system, the complete person. So let's see what that actually looks like.
Okay, so whole person is a nice phrase, but what does it actually mean? Their definition is super direct. It's about taking care of your health, both mind and body, together. The core belief here is that your mental well-being and your physical health aren't two separate things at all. They're deeply connected, and you have to address them as one.
Having a philosophy is great, but turning it into action is the important part. This next section shows us exactly how they translate this big idea into actual, tangible services that you can use.
So, how do you take a concept like this and make it real? What does it look like day to day?
Their approach really stands on three main pillars. First, you have primary care for your physical health. Then, dedicated mental health services. And third, what they call integrative wellness. The whole point is that by bringing these services together, they can deliver that complete care we saw earlier, but in a way that's actually connected and works together.
But what's really interesting is that the approach they outline doesn't just stop when you walk out the clinic door. It actually extends way beyond that, into providing ongoing resources and a sense of community.
The goal here really seems to be about empowerment. Making wellness an active, day-to-day conversation instead of just a series of appointments you have to go to. So where is that conversation happening?
And here's where. They're basically meeting people where they already are. They're active on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and they even do podcasts. It's all about making their educational content and support really accessible, so you can find it while you're just scrolling through your day.
Okay, so after laying out the philosophy and the services, the guide moves into its final part, giving you clear, actionable steps if you want to learn more or get started.
And they keep it really straightforward. There are two main ways to get in touch.
And here are the details. You can head over to their website, museintegrativecare.com, to really explore everything in more detail. Or if you're someone who'd rather just talk to a person, the guide gives a direct phone number, 302-232-5739. Simple and direct.
This final message really ties everything we've talked about together. It reinforces their ultimate goal, which is to support your journey, wherever you are, toward finding more balance, healing, and achieving that sense of whole person wellness. So, as we wrap this up, we're left with this final thought-provoking question. It's not just about what this philosophy means in theory, but about taking a moment to think, what could integrating mind and body care look like for your own personal health journey? Something to chew on. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.